We love the Positivity Project because it focused on relationships and the fact that other people matter.
We stop and we think and we look at other perspectives and consider, what does it mean to have character and to act with character and what makes up our character.
It teaches kids about all the different things and strengths and emotions inside them that they never knew were there.
The Positivity Project I see is mainly about seeing people's traits and what basically is in a person besides just what they look like.
Kindness means when you're helping somebody that lost one of their family members.
My favorite one, humor.
Why humor?
Because I'm the best at it. I make everybody at my house crack up.
I think leadership is trusting in others.
I really like this. Can we read this again? I do the right thing when no one is looking. Awesome.
This is the second year that we've been doing the Positivity Project. I do it consistently every day. So it's part of their routine.
My whole life has changed just because of this Positivity Project. My whole mindset has changed. Other people matter, put them before yourself, and you can just see how much our school is changing because of this.
It's brought us more together with the Positivity Project. People learning their strengths, being able to not fight over if they have a conflict and just being able to talk it out.
They said leadership. Well, what did they say about leadership and how it connected to other strengths?
I've really grown, and if you saw me in 6th grade, you'd be like, no, that's not the same person.
The Positivity Project allows us to embrace the differences that surround the school because it doesn't shun people who are different, it welcomes them.
It's hard to communicate with people. It's hard to communicate your emotions and feelings. If we can help kids do that now, they're going to rise to the top and there's nothing that they can't do. You have some good character, you're going to make it in life.
Wow. Well, listen, if there's ever a time for a program like this, it is right now. Please welcome the co-creators of the Positivity Project, Mike Irwin and Jeff Bryan, and principals Dr. Virginia Hill and Karen Lind, and some of their amazing students from PS 57 in Staten Island. We're so glad you're here. Listen, we need a lot of positivity right now. I think we're in a state of panic with a lot of things going on in the world. Mike, I want to ask you this. You served in the Army on active duty for 13 years, deployed 3 times to Iraq and Afghanistan. Currently a lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserves. You come back and you say, I want to serve more with Jeff. Why did you feel there was a need for the Positivity Project, and what difference is it really making?
Absolutely. So in the military, we talk a lot about camaraderie and about character. And so we exist because we want to help kids throughout our country to be able to see these character strengths, things like enthusiasm and integrity and bravery and humility in themselves, but also in other people. That gives them the language and the understanding to build stronger relationships in their life. Why is that so important? Because we need relationships in life to be happy, but we also need them in times of adversity, as we're seeing right now. You've seen it in Nashville, you see it with coronavirus. It's absolutely critical to that. And so we also know that, as an organization, if we can help our family members to be able to have these conversations at home, like the one I had with my son a few weeks ago when he was in the hospital, to be brave when you're scared, to have self-control, to be grateful for the nurses. Those are game-changing conversations.
That's right, and those are difference makers for sure. We want to talk about how many schools currently have the program right now.
Yeah, so right now we're partnered with over 560 schools in 23 states, so all the way from California to Maine. So that means on a daily basis, over 300,000 students are learning about character strengths like bravery, forgiveness, and integrity, and the importance of relationships in our lives. You can see some incredible educators right next to us and the students. We're just really grateful to work alongside these servant leaders who every day are doing incredible work.
It is amazing. I'm sitting next to Megan, and I think that to be able to look across at our nation's greatest, our veterans who come back and want to serve, just has to move your heart. I know it does.
I was just going to say thank you for your service. Yeah. It's inspiring, and you're obviously passing it on.
Yeah. Well, and I'll just say on that briefly is, we talk about service a lot from the military standpoint, but, educators, they are on the front lines of the American dream, and they are
100%.
Servant leaders, and it's awesome to work with them.
Virginia, you had a recent injury. Hope you're feeling better. Until then, you were the principal at Lincoln Elementary School in Pittsburgh. How did you hear about the project? Why did you decide to put it in your school? What's your message to other leaders in schools who might be curious about this program today?
There's a ton of initiatives that happen in schools. We were implementing a new curriculum. We were getting ready to ask kids to do a lot more than what we were demanding of them at the current moment. our leadership staff knew that we needed a character program that would help support students doing that difficult work. Dr. Stan Thompson reached out to me. He's in a grant community in Pittsburgh, and he wanted to support us in any way that he could. And what he did do was connect Mike and I, and Positivity Project came up. Why it's important for educators is because it doesn't take up a lot of instructional time, it doesn't cost a lot of money, and we were able to implement it with ease, and it, boom, it was powerful.
That's an educator's main concern. How much time in the classroom is going to be allotted for this, and how much is it going to cost us to implement this? And those two things are significantly reduced, 15 minutes a day. Karen, I want to ask you, you're the principal of PS 57 in Staten Island. What impact has it had on your students and your teachers and their families?
So it is a tremendous impact because, as Mike and Jeff said earlier, it's all about building positive relationships. And so in order to build a positive relationship with your students, with yourself, with your family, you have to use these character traits. You have to show kindness. You have to show humility. You have to show generosity. You have to show love. And so these traits are instilled in all of us, and it just gives the language to the students, and then they identify it in themselves. They identify it in their classmates. The faculty embrace it because—
And they take it home.
Yes, and as Dr. Hill said before, it's just something that we do all the time.
I'm going to ask the kids to be brave right now. Raise your hand if you want every school in the United States of America to have this program. I'm with you. That's brave. Our thanks to Mike Irwin, Jeff Bryan, Dr. Virginia Hill, Karen Lynn, and the students at PS 57. For more information on the Positivity Project, check out our website. You're going to love it. We'll be